Hi folks, how are you? Today was a very weird day. We're currently being battered by a storm called Storm Amy. I'm not even straight here. Um, this morning I was up and at it an hour earlier than I was supposed to be, and I went to work. And I was in work pretty early. Now, I'm not gonna. This channel's not for this, but I had a good prayer time in the car this morning on the way to work. Brilliant prayer time, in fact. Then I was watching a video just before I went into work from Charlie Kirk, and they were talking about banning pornography, which I'd be very much in favour for. I think it pollutes young men's minds. It pollutes old men's minds, but it's damaging, I think, anyway. Don't know what you guys think. But I was watching this video about Charlie Kirk saying that porn should be blocked and banned, but it's probably illegal to ban it. Don't know. But anyway, after that there, my phone started to be very pornographic. Every time I was on Facebook, it was ad after ad of women just going, oh no, showing their breasts, showing their boobs. And I thought, oh my goodness gracious me. This is such a temptation. So every time I saw an advert for breasts for naked women, I just blocked it. I just move on. Forget it, doesn't bother me, just move on. Block, move on. Block, move on. I'm not going to be one that's going to be putting up a Facebook post. Oh, this pornography is awful. Awful. Shit. This is not what this video is about, by the way. Awful. This porn. I've just porn on my phone all day, and it's awful. It's awful. It's awful. I'm rant and rave, and I'm not ranting and rave here either. I'm not doing that. So after that subsided, my mother texted me at must have been about 11:15. Said, Joe, are you at home? And I says, no, sadly I'm at work. Why? Oh, Joe, and can you speak to me 5 minutes? I thought, oh dear, what's wrong? So I said, what's wrong, Ma? She says, the dog. And I thought, well, I've been waiting this for a long time. I got a dog in 2006 for my 18th birthday. And she would have been 20 now in 2 months, in fact. She would have been celebrating her 20th birthday. So I asked my boss, could I have 2 minutes out? She just take 5. It's okay, we understand. So I went to the canteen and put my new earbuds in, by the way. Because I lost my old set. So this is a new set. This is a nice colour. It's actually graphite. So it's not really black. I always go for these kind of earphones. They are JLab J-Buds, and these are the Sports Go Plus. And I love them. The old ones were thicker case, but they had 3 lights on them, so it indicated how much power was in the charging case. This one doesn't have that, which is a bit of a shame. I lost my old ones. Anyway, put them in my ear, connect them to the phone, and video called my mum. Mum was in bits, and I assumed the dog had already passed, but the dog hadn't passed. My mum was waiting on the vet to come to put Maggie to sleep. She last night her back legs just gave up. And this morning she My mum puts down for the last couple of years Maggie has been incontinent, and we were we knew it. We had expected that we had accepted that she probably was blind as well. But she knew where everything was. She knew where those pads were, those little doggy pads. So she actually dragged. My mum watched her dragging herself to the pad, and the next thing there was a lot of bodily fluids and blood came out. That was the end. That was pretty much the end. So for the remainder of the day, the remainder of the time she lay in the middle of the floor with the other dog, just resting its head on it. He was resting his head on her. So I got to say goodbye to Maggie via video call at 11:15. Mum couldn't lift Maggie. Maggie was heavy. Mum feeds her dogs before she feeds herself, and if my mum has no money, she'll make sure the animals have food before she'll buy herself food. She feeds those dogs. She fed those dogs and that cat the best in tin. And the cat gets the best tins of tuna, the best packets of processed chicken. She buys breasts of chicken and just cooks them and gives them to the cat and the dogs. The dogs get chicken every night for dinner, every day. Those dogs are and those all the cat is. They're her life. Maggie was overweight, very much so. My mum wasn't fit to lift her, and she didn't want anybody else lifting her, so she allowed Maggie to spend the remainder of her time on the floor. She rang the vet. The vet came, and at 2 p.m. today, Maggie went to sleep and went to Rainbow Bridge. It's I haven't been able to really cry. I'm 37, I suppose I'm too manly for that. But I did have a wee weep when Mum told me that Maggie was asleep. She texted me at 2:02 to say Maggie had went to sleep. The vet has taken the body to the veterinary surgery where they will put her into the incinerator. Mum's hoping she'll get the ashes back. So, and the vet did confirm that Maggie was blind. Maggie was in great health apart from being blind, and she had a bad hip. She lived 4.7 years more than she should have had. Her breed, which is a Sprocker Spaniel, basically a Springer and a Cocker, should live only maximum 15 years. Maggie lived almost 20. Now that is something. I told my mum before the vet came, make sure and tell Maggie that she was a good girl, a good dog. Make sure to tell Maggie that she was a really good girl and a really good dog. And Mum said she told her. Mum held her in her arms. Come on now, pull yourself together. Mum held her in her arms. Maggie went to sleep. Oh, sorry. Oh. You're okay, Joe. You're okay. Stop it. So, Maggie went to Rainbow Bridge. And now, Mum has one dog. And that dog just hates me with a vengeance. Every time I come in, that dog just wants to eat me alive. Yeah, Teddy wants to eat me alive. He's a cockapoo, I want to say, cockapoo. And trust me, if I had any children, he would not be near them. So, yeah. I came home and I recorded. I'm not doing a proper radio show at the minute. I've been taking an extended break since probably August with my radio show. I am doing a little voice track show for a radio station in Kent, England. I voice track that every week, but it's not the same as live, so I don't promote it. So I voice tracked that when I came home. The wind's battering and howling out there. I just feel so tired today. It's been a massive day. And I mean, this has been started off at a very high point this morning, praying the whole way to work. Very, 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 very much so. The dog passing away. And the storm coming home and adrenaline kicking in to get all the stuff from fixed up and get it away from blowing away. Laura thinks that I should have put the barbecue in the barbecue grill into the garage, but the barbecue grill is so heavy, it's not going to go anywhere. But yeah, there's an all-weather cover on it, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Struggling to keep my eyes open. I'm needing a little 30-minute nap. Yeah, so that's what my day has been like. Hope you're all well. Maggie didn't live with me in the end, no. She lived with my mum up until just today. I left home in 2026, so she would have been 10 when I left home, and she was almost 20. So she lived alone with my mother for almost 10 years. Maggie knew me. Every time I did, Maggie came over and she hugged me and she had a kissing me, and she knew who I was. And when I go back to see my mum in a couple of weeks' time, Maggie's not going to be there. Teddy will be there. Teddy will be there barking his head off and growling and wanting to eat me, but no Maggie. No sweet, gentle, hop along Maggie. Maggie was a bouncer. I mean, a bouncing runner. She was just like a puppy up until the very end. A puppy. She would have ran, she would have bounced, she would have wrestled that dog. She was up for anything. And if you played with her long enough, she would have wore you out. For an old dog, like, come on, this is a dog that was 4 years and 9 months actually. 4 years and 10 months, would say 5 years. Almost 5 years beyond her time. Remarkable. Anyway, folks, I'm going to go now. I'm so tired right now. And, yeah. I will speak to you all in the next video.